Edwin, you talked about when you arrived in St. Louis, you moved a lot. You'd love to get settled eventually with one team, but what does it mean to finally have one of these trades pay off where you're about to pitch in the World Series?
It's definitely a good feeling. It's not always the easiest being bounced around, but at the end of the day, you still have an opportunity to play. And most of my trades have been mid-season where I have an opportunity to play for a team that has a chance to go to the championship. Didn't happen, but this time it did, and it definitely makes the trade worthwhile to me. To be able to have a chance to play in October and have a chance to play for a world championship.
And all the way over to the right.
And when you're going to wait for the Tampa Bay Rays, could you just talk a little bit personally how much this means to you to actually get on the field now?
Oh, man, it's a lot, man. This is my first time, having a start in the World Series. I've pitched out of the bullpen before, and just to even have a chance to be in either one, is definitely overwhelming, and it is definitely a lot of fun. We have guys in the locker room 19, 17 years in who have never been to a World Series, and me even have an opportunity to be twice is maybe something that never happened again. So definitely to have a chance to start in a World Series game, definitely going to take advantage of it and, do my best and leave it on the field. And at the end of the day, if it doesn't work, I know I gave it 110%.
And right here in the center, Rick.
Edwin, how would you assess your last two postseason starts, which weren't really as long as the first one you made?
The last one was just a matter of not being aggressive enough, trying to pitch, and next thing you know, you find yourself behind an account, and I'm definitely not that type of pitcher. I'm a pitcher who's going to be aggressive, and if I make mistakes, they're going to be aggressive mistakes. Was kind of tentative last game. Wasn't nervous or anything, just trying to go out, and it's just a matter of staying relaxed, and it's just being too relaxed. So definitely I'll come out this game, being aggressive from the first pitch, and if it doesn't go the way I planned it, I'll definitely be 110% effort given, and I plan on definitely not having to start like last time, and hopefully it goes well.
And back center, third row again.
Obviously, they put up a lot of runs in this ballpark. You guys are familiar with this ballpark, obviously, this team. Just talking about the challenges.
At the end of the day, the park is the park. Both teams have to pitch in it. We get to hit in this park just like they do. You definitely can't pitch to a park. You have to go out, stick to your game plan, and make pitches. As a pitcher, you strive to keep the ball down anyways, regardless what park you in. So, if you go out and execute pitches, you might have some hits that, there might be a routine fly ball somewhere that might turn into a double or a home run, but it's just part of the game, Both teams have opportunities to do the same thing, so nobody's going out trying to pitch different according to the park. You're going to go out, stick to your game plan, and, hopefully it works out.
We have back right corner, Jim.
Over here. Nowitzki is throwing out the first pitch tonight. What are some of the memorable first pitches you've seen other people have thrown? And more importantly, what would be the key advice you would give to somebody throwing out first pitch?
Oh, I've seen a few different first pitches. It was pretty fun watching President Obama throw out a first pitch. You get to see the president on the pitcher's mound, sharing the same spot that we work at, and throwing out the first pitch. The only advice is you give to him, throw it hard. If you miss hard. But Dirk's done it before, and he has a second chance to do it. So I'm sure this time will be a lot better than the first time. I want to say the first time he missed high, if I'm correct. But I'm sure he got his practice in between then and now.
And over here to the right.
And when you faced the Rangers earlier this year, what do you remember about that start, and how does having already faced them this year help in preparation?
This team is the team. They have a great team. They have speed, they have power, and they mix them in well. Those guys, they've been playing together for a while, and they're hungry just like we are, especially last year, going to the World Series and not winning. So they definitely have the experience, and they're not going to fold under pressure. But, it's just a matter of execution at the end of the day. We know what they have. They know what we have. They're going to get on, they're going to run, they're going to hit and run, they're going to steal, they're going to bunt, and then they're going to mix in the power as well. But, hopefully, if all goes well, you can keep everyone off the base. It's not always that easy, but while they're on, you just have to mix them up, hold them a little bit, make them pause on the bases, and not just get in a rhythm where they see the rhythm and they can just run all over you.
And center right.
This is going to be the first start you made for the Cardinals. We don't get to bat. You're going to miss them?
It is. It's a little different when you don't get the hit, but definitely I won't complain about having another bat in the lineup. You know, you can have a Craig in the lineup, you know, who's a guy, he's been clutch for us this year, and you get to have an extra at bat. I would definitely rather have him hit than myself. You know, he's going to drive in runs, and he's a great guy to have in there, so I definitely won't mind the extra help.
I want to kind of follow on what you were saying a minute ago. How big a part of controlling the running game are you as opposed to leaning on Yachty? And is there anything they emphasize or preach or do differently here than maybe other places as far as the pitcher?
A lot of time is on the pitcher. You see guys get good reads off the pitcher. Yachty has one of the best arms in the game. You know, he's been known to throw runners out, but at the end of the day, the pitcher has to give the catcher a chance. You know, if you don't give the catcher a chance to throw a runner out, it doesn't matter how good his arm is. Those guys out there, you know, they study and they're doing their homework, so they know bits and pieces about every pitcher. And I mean, you just have to mix it up. You know, the better you can mix it up, hold the ball here and there, you know, throw over and slide steps in between. The better you can do your job as a pitcher of holding a runner, the better chance the catcher has of throwing a runner out.
And here to the right.
Edwin, following that so that we can, you mentioned mixing in the slide steps. How often do you feature that, and are you comfortable when you go to the slide steps?
I mix in my slide steps. It's something that I'm real comfortable with. You know, it's not a problem. You know, just have to take your time and still make a pitch after that. I mean, you see some pitchers, they get so worried about the running game that they forget about the hitter. At times it can be tough, but, I mean, as a professional, that's what we get paid to do. You know, you have to be able to do both, worry about the runner and worry about the hitter at the same time. And it's just something that you practice on and you get ready for situations like these, especially against teams who are aggressive on the base path.
And over to the left.
Edwin, this series has two other pitching coaches in the game, Mike Maddox and Dave Duncan. What's it been like for you working under Dave Duncan? How has he helped you progress as a pitcher?
Duncan's a great guy. You know, he's a man of few words, but when he do speak to you, you know, it's definitely information that can help you. He's an open book. If you go up and ask him about anything, he definitely has answers for everything, and he's been a great help. You know, we've changed some things mechanically, whether I was tipping or not, so we made a few adjustments, but, I mean, Dunk's one of the best in the game. You know, you have a lot of guys that have pitched under him, you know, that have great careers, and it's been a pleasure to work with him.